Hello, short story writers, and welcome to today's prompt. And today is it's nice to have a little catchy title. So today's Wisdom Wednesday, where we look at either sayings and folklore, knowledge, and or what's on your bookshelf. And we're going to go with a saying today, which is something I overheard recently. The first bite is with the eyes. And this was in reference, obviously, to food. Does it look appetizing? And it's the justification behind. I don't know, it's still a trend now, but remember when you used to get a massive plate and a tiny amount of food in the middle and some oil and balsamic vinegar or something drizzled over it and charged a very strange price for what would have belonged or not been out of place in an art gallery, but certainly when I go to eat, I want some food and I want lots of it, and this didn't qualify. And I did notice, having been on a few of these works outings and things for nights out, that they were very filling, mainly because there was a lot of oil in them. So the first bite is with the eye. So there's a couple of things there that I've kind of touched on, which is a way to develop these ideas. You take a saying like that and you sort of either develop it, use it for your own past experience. In this case, yes, these pretty looking plates of food with a tiny amount, and you then extrapolate the fact they're filling because the appearance is deceiving. They're very filling because the oil fills you up. It makes you feel very, very full. GI content or GI index or whatever that is. So that would be one way of approaching this as an idea to mine for a short story. You are presented with something, and you being your protagonist in the story, which looks one way but turns out to be another. Or you could take it literally that the first bite is with the eyes. That would lend itself very well to sci-fi, fantasy, horror, and crime thrillers. Maybe somebody who has, or Dracula, I suppose, a Dracula fetish, and that could be something which equally could be explored in the literary fiction field, that somebody has a fetish for biting, and you explore where this takes them in their everyday lives while they sit upon this dark inner turmoil. They're looking at people's necks and they're wondering what it would be like to cannibalize them until one day they act upon it. Historical, well, right, the story of Vlad the Impaler, I suppose, or anybody who has indulged in cannibalism, such as the first King Richard of England, the so-called Lionheart. Or you could, as a culture, I suppose, it could, because cannibalism has been a cultural aspect of a lot of people's, a lot of different peoples, as in populations, and for various reasons. You could take the cannibalism part down a step to people who eat animals which are not normally considered to be animals for normal eating. But I'm getting at the whole monkey brain thing here. Why do people do that? Is it to express power or wealth? Is it to impress trophy wives? Yeah, something there to explore. Romance. Well, I know that the whole vampires, a romantic thing, has been explored, as has zombies in R for Romeo and Juliet. I believe it's a retake of Romeo and Juliet, but with zombies. Historical, surreal, horror, biographical, jury. You're listening to this story unfold, and then there's a drama in the jury room as you dissect the case, and that would be it. Okay, so the first bite is with the eyes. And you can also take a saying like that and turn it around. The first what is with the eyes. The first kick is with the eyes. The first love is with the eyes. Or, which is quite often true, the first bite is with the nose. The first bite is with the hands. Imagine a situation where you have to touch the food first to make sure it's just the right temperature. But it does something to your physiology which makes you want to eat it. Play with things. Change things around. That's how to develop short story ideas. Okay, so that was Wisdom Wednesday. And if you're going to write a story based on this, or it gives you some ideas, in fact, I'd be very interested to know what variation on the ideas. But if you're going to write it, just write that in the comments below. Give your fellow writers some encouragement that other people are doing this and using it, and being spurred to action. So just write, I don't know, just write okay. That'll do. Okay. Just write okay in the comments. Bye for now.